Good evening, family. One of the most difficult things it is for the people to understand the context of a video. I don't know why. But I want to say the following to all married women. It is your responsibility to serve your husband. And today I spoke in church about how to prepare his food, and because there was a lot of young ladies in the church, and I spoke about how to honor your husband, how to serve his food, how to take care of him, how to be the wife that he desired or that he still desire you to be. And you need to serve him with honor and dignity. And you need to love him, and you need to be that woman that he always dreamt about in all areas. From you submitting to him, to loving him, to you being in his bed, what he desires you to be. If you say I do on the altar, and Apostle Paul writes this and says, then you should honor your partner with your body. That is what the Bible says. You should honor your partner with your body. So you cannot exclude a certain part of yourself from the marriage. If you come with everything. And if you love him with everything. And there are some things which you won't like, but marriage is about compromise. And there are some things he won't like. Marriage is about compromise. So you need to give yourself to the extent to which you expect him to give himself. You need to come with your complete 100 as he comes with his complete 100. Because if marriage is a 50-50 thing, then what happens to your other 50? If you come to settle down. If you come till death to us part. If you come for better or worse. If you come for richer or poorer. So you come with your complete 100. Unfortunately, you did not grow up in hello Baba. You did not grow up in the same house. Unfortunately, you did not receive the same teaching. Unfortunately, both of you didn't grow up in a house where both parents were. But now you find yourself in a marriage, and you need to be that good. For the Bible says that he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtained favor from the Lord. So finding a good wife, you obtained favor. And if you read, in Proverbs chapter 12 verse 4, that the Bible describes a good wife as a crown. If you read in Proverbs 14 verse 1, the Bible describes that good wise woman as the builder of a good house that will stand. And then you will read that the mother of the king in Proverbs advised the son, say, do not waste your time or spend your time on women that will bring kings to a fall. So you should be that good woman that you pledged to be, that you vowed to be. And there will come times in the lives of that man that he will also have his own challenges. There will come times where he can't provide that the way he's supposed to because of certain unforeseen circumstances, or going through a retrenchment or something. But you should still love him, for Proverbs 31 says that his heart trusts you. That is what the Bible says. And If we speak in terms of godly woman, we're not only speaking of woman who is who's godly in church, but women who carry the characteristics of that godly woman. A Proverbs 31 woman that because of her the community honors her husband. She makes a plan if there is no income in the house. She has a plan how to bring a bread to the table. That's a wise woman. A woman who picks her husband up when he's down. A woman who encourages him when everything is going wrong and say, "You going to make it." And that is a godly woman. You can't be on time for the Sunday service, in time for the intercession, in time for the worship team practice, in time for the Wednesday evening service, but you do not pitch up when your family needs you. You are absent when your husband needs you. You are absent when your children needs you. You cannot serve your pastor with honor, but bring shame to your own house. Bring shame to your husband. You cannot be a Sunday everywhere except making time to be around your own table at lunch. You need to prioritize. Because it is your responsibility to love that husband and to submit under him because you chose him. You said that you love him and you chose him. So be that type of a woman. Be that type of a woman. Whenever he thinks of you, he smiles. Be that type of a woman that whenever he must knock off at work, he can't wait to get home. Be that type. Do you know that the Bible says, the Bible says, hy sê, is beter om op die dak te bly as om net 'n twisgierige vrou aan een huis te bly. And there are many of you religious women who are a bad taste to your husband. There are many of you God-fearing women who's not submitting under your husband. There are many of you church-attending women who respect your pastor and obey your pastor, but have absolutely no respect for your husband. And that is an abomination to God. So you better fix yourself up. You better fix your attitude and get your attitude right because that is the man you chose. Blessed evening.